They paddled so far out
Johnny,
that all sight of land was lost. Said Maori, this is the place. Takumata, said Maori, my fish hawk. Maori made the fish hook from the jawbone of his grandmother.
I just want to share it with you. People in England,
Kawharu
175 years, people have been in our country and settled down with us. And so we're coming there to settle down with you in your country, England. And let's pretty well say we'll colonise the place under King William and Moai, native people of the Pacific.
A pull on the fishing line was the signal.
But in a nice way.
Cried his brothers. He has a good catch of fish. Heika nui kuriyaha, cried Maui. I have a great fish. Hiya te ika nui, chanted Maui. Pull, pull the great fish.
In England, supporting us. Video
and so it was that Maui did indeed catch a great fish. Te ika ama, the fish of Maui, became the North Island of New Zealand. Waitemata, and Manukau, named by the ancient Maoho people, whose ancestors had crossed Te Moanenui Kiwa, the mighty Pacific Ocean from Hawaii to Aotearoa. They discovered a land that had been shaped over thousands of years by volcanic eruptions. The last of those occurred just 600 years ago. It is said that dissension among the Tureu, fairy folk, saw the waters of the Waitemata heaving and roaring in a cataclysmic rage. The earth exploded. Fire and molten rocks rained down from the sky. When the anger had passed, the majestic island of Rangitoto was left, marking the entrance to the Waitemata Harbor, a gateway to new settlers arriving from across the world. Initially whalers and sealers, but in 1840, with the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi, New Zealand became a British colony, and the number of British migrants grew significantly. On September the 18th, 1840, the British flag was raised on the shores of Waitemata, where Hobson planned to establish the country's new capital. In a settlement with Ngāti Whātua, the Crown had paid £341 in cash and goods for the 3,000 acres that would one day become the nucleus of the city of Auckland. 6 months after the settlement, 44 acres of the 3,000 were sold to settlers for just over £24,000. The money was used to build roads, bridges, hospitals, and other services for the new town. Today, Auckland is home to about 1.5 million people. A vibrant melting pot of cultures, traditions, and lifestyles, it is the world's largest Polynesian city and one of the great cities of the Asia Pacific. A new fleet of airborne waka is converging from all corners of the world. Maui's great fish continues to provide for the people of this place. Tāmaki Herenga Waka, the place where many waka meet, the place where people love to gather and trade. Auckland's time has come.
Well, that's the story, a little bit of Auckland, New Zealand.
According to Maori legend, Maori and his brothers sailed out to sea to Tauna Ika, the great fishing
Just to show you a little bit.
Hoiara te Wakane. They paddled so far out that also
Matt Taylor and our crew with the new Moai King William party, political party, and the Moai party here in New Zealand. From Devon here in Auckland, over the shore, and also Debtor in England. We're just saying that this is 175 years today, celebrating the arrival of the British people onto our lands, Moai, Native people. So I just want to show you a bit more clip around the open day today with the rest of the ports of Auckland. Thank everybody for watching. It's the 25th today of January 2015. We're just going to watch something here. And just a little bit.
Welcome to the stories of Tāmaki Makaurau. Every story is different, every version is different. Every time you hear me say the same story, it's different. And that's about evolution. But the stories that I'm telling you, that I'll tell you along with my cousins, are stories that have been passed down for generations. I'm going to talk a little bit about Maui. Maui tiki tiki ata. He had 4 brothers, Maui mua, Maui roto, Maui taha. Maui tiki tiki o tera. He was an ancient Polynesian ancestor from the old homeland of Hawaii, from where Maori come from. That's the Maori, as in Maori people. But we also have people that descend from the land when it was fished up by Maori. Maui one day went out to fish with his brothers. He was the youngest of his 4 brothers. His oldest brother, his name was Maui. The second brother, his name was Maui. His third brother, his name was Maui. So what do you think his name was? Not Cedric Maui, but not just Maui, Maui Portiki. Now Maui Portiki, he went out. Is my hair straight, mate? Oh, thank you. Maui Portiki, he went out to far beyond the sea with his brothers. And he made this fish hook from the jawbone of his grandmother, Muriranga Whenua. She was, of course, she was dead before he got her jawbone. This day, if I got my grandmother's jawbone, I'll have to take the false teeth out first. But anyway, her grandmother was Muriranga Whenua. And so he crafted this beautiful matau from this jawbone of his grandmother. And he asked his brothers, "Homai he maunu kia hinga wi te kanui, give me the bait, the right bait so I can fish up this huge fish." And his brothers said, "No, you are too young. You don't know anything about fishing." So Maui whacked himself in the nose until it bled. And he rubbed his blood all over this matau. And he threw the matau into the wana, into the sea, reciting a karakia. Because Maui wasn't your average sort of Maui haututu Tom. He had special powers. Special powers given to him by his ancestors. He threw the rope over, the matau over, and he did his karakia. Anyway, the rope becomes taut, and the canoe started getting heavier and heavier. The canoe actually started moving. His brothers started to freak out, because Maui were the brothers, older brothers. They started to freak out because young Maui was doing this karakia, this ancient karakia prayer to catch the fish. Anyway, the fish moved up. And in fact, the waka rose out of the water. It was on the back of the fish.
Do you like the story? It's good.
You know the fish I'm talking about is the fish you're sitting on right now. That's right, Te Ika Maori.
Oh, he gave them a fry.
That is the North Island.
I could see that one coming.
But it is the true story. Maui said to Maui that I'm going to get Tamanui Kitarani, the greatest tohunga in Hawaii, to do a karakia, a prayer over the fish. Do not touch the fish when I'm gone. Oh, we left. And what did they do? They touched the fish. They cut the fish up. They threw the scales all over the place. We believe that the scales are some of the islands here in the Hauraki, here in the Waitemata. Those are the scales of the fish of Maui. So Maui has an ancient story here. When Māori came down from Hawaii, we came down following the stars. We didn't come on a 747 like our cousin bros from Samoa. We came on a waka. And we followed the star patterns. And one of the stars, the most important stars, was called Te Waitemata Harbor, the fish hook of Maui. And if you live in Hawaii and you look southwest of Hawaii, you'll see the star cluster in the sky, and it's shaped like a fish hook. And below that fish hook is Aotearoa, Te Ika Maori. So our ancestors knew that there was land here. Even though Maui was 100 or so generations prior to Kupe, they knew that the fish was here somewhere. And so they followed the stars. And when it was cloudy at night, they would look at the waka, and if the waves hit the side of the canoe, they knew they were on the right path. They would just keep going that direction. Our people were the best navigators. The best sailors. The Vikings only sailed across a lake. Our people sailed across oceans. We're too far to paddle anyway. But we sailed across oceans, coming down to Aotearoa from Hawaii. When the canoe came in here, there were a number of canoes that came into this harbour here. One of the canoes was Mahuhu Kitarani from Hulu. My relation here, Ngāti Whātua, Wānake descent from. I come from a canoe known as Tainu, me and my cousin here. And this guy here comes from a canoe called Chāra. Anyway, these two canoes came in around about the same time. They came into Auckland and they both claimed Auckland as theirs. Anyway, Hoturoa, who was the captain on the Tainu, said to the captain on the other canoe, who they were actually cousins, said, "This is my funeral, this is my land." And so they had a bit of a fight between Mututapu Island and Rangitoto. There's a creek that goes between there called Waitemata. Anyway, they had this fight there. And Huturoa whacked his cousin in the nose and it started to bleed. One of the names of that island out there is known as Te Rangi I Toto Ngea Te Ihu o Tamate Kapua. Can you all say that? Te Rangi I Toto Ngea Te Ihu o Tamate Kapua. I'm serious. Te Rangi I Toto Ngea Te Ihu o Tamate Kapua. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it means the day that the blood shed ran down the nose of Tamate Kapua. So Tamate Kapua left Auckland and went down to Whakapapa on the east coast. And his people stayed there. However, they named a number of places here in Tāmaki Makaurau. Ōkahu Bay, for instance, the proper name is Ōkahu Mata Mamoi. Can you say that? Ōkahu Mata Mamoi. Excellent. Anyway, there are a number of names that were named at the arrival of these two canoes. If we go to Otahu, the proper name of Otahu is known as Te Otahu Tano Te Wakatainu. You say that? Te Otahu.
I will go and make some more clips, I think, before it runs out. Thank you.